And of course, it wouldn't be a video about Fully Charged Live without Robert and Jack. Guys, how have you found it today? It's been so incredibly busy for the first day.
It has been, I mean, way above our expectations. We knew we'd sold a fair number of tickets, but I've just heard we had over 1,000 people buy tickets on the door. So
wow.
It is stunning. It has been an absolutely incredible event. Really lovely people as well. I think it's very important to actually state that I mean, I'm sure it's the same for you, Joe. Everyone I've met has been so charming, so excited about the show, so full of enthusiasm for what we're talking about.
100%. And for context, the UK show, which is much bigger, we had about 50 people buy tickets on the door. Today it's about 1,000.
Yeah.
And we asked one of our Aussie colleagues why that is, and he kind of just went, Aussies are kind of just chill like that.
Yeah, so last minute.
That's the reason. It's been amazing. And the enthusiasm is immense, and you can really tell people have been waiting for this stuff here.
I don't know if you guys saw, because you were probably up here already, but they started putting out extra barricades because the lines got so long.
Wow, no, we didn't know that.
The fourth floor was full and the third floor was full, and they were starting barricades outside.
Yeah, we actually opened up a little early just to let everyone in. We weren't deliberately making it look cool. That really just happened.
Yeah, well, I couldn't believe how busy it was, but it's been the best show I've been to in Australia with new content. There's been so many shows that you see the same stuff every year, right? But this has been so refreshing in what it is, and I presume that every single show is going to be slightly different with different exhibitors in every country, in every state you go to.
Yeah, it's always a bit different, but the big struggle for us, particularly with the first year that we do a show in a new country, is to get the major car manufacturers to go, oh, this is worth us coming along. So that's always a real struggle to get them. But what we've done here is incredible. Well, the support we've had from the companies that are here has been absolutely amazing. I mean, I think it's way beyond what I expected, because we've done new shows like in Amsterdam. That was a struggle to get that one going. That was half the size of this, so it's really encouraging that it's.
I think best first year show that I've been involved in for sure, and as is always the case, it will double over the course of
next year will be even bigger.
Robert, Jack, thank you very much for your time. I know you're busy, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks very much.
Now, I was lucky enough to get invited to the press night last night where they unveiled the brand new MG electric vehicle. That's just inside. They also have an electric ferry down at Darling Harbour just out there today. For anyone that's coming in, you can head out there and take this electric ferry for a free ride. Now today, we're not just looking at EVs. Ever since you could plug your car in at home, it's not just been about your car. It's about your home, its interface, your solar, everything about it. And when we head inside, we're going to see solar, we're going to see chargers, we're going to see cars, but we're also going to see heat pumps, air conditioning, anything that you can connect in and interface with your electrical system, you name it, they've got it. All right, let's head in. All right, I'm here with Rob from INDNA, and behind me I have a Honda E, and I can tell you that this car is not in Australia. They're not bringing it into Australia, and yet if you call INDNA, they can get you one. Rob, can you tell us a bit more about how you go about this?
Sure, we're certification specialists and EV sales, so we actually import them. We work out all the ADRs, all the design rules, and certify them and bring them in through a different channel.
And so what type of vehicles can you get? Literally anything, or is there limits to what you can do?
It depends on what's in Australia. So if they bring it in through a normal type approval, so manufacturer brings it in, we can't bring it in generally.
Right.
But if there's something really odd, something a bit different, something a little bit crazy, like we're thinking of maybe bringing the Renault before time. A few other things that are just people might want.
Too good. And just out of curiosity, I want to know, what is this little guy on the hood here? Does that open, or is that just like a fake bonnet skirt?
It's actually the charge point.
It's the charge point, right. Oh, too good. All right, Rob, well, thanks very much for showing us through this.
No worries.
And if you're interested in getting a Honda E, and this particular car, I just love it. I love how alternative it is. Get onto INDNA, give them a call, they'll help you out. Okay guys, I'm at Wallbox here with Xavier. He's got a heap of different EV chargers here. Xavier, would you like to run us through the different options?
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks Damien for coming by. So Wallbox is a Spanish company. We manufacture all the products in Barcelona.
Yeah.
We've been in Australia since 2019. And we basically have here a whole array of chargers, mainly for residential use. and Commander 2 probably more recommended for fleet managers or business units.
So what's the difference with the fleet? What specifically makes this for fleet vehicles?
Okay, well, first of all, it comes with a touch screen.
Yep.
RFID, 4G connection for 10 years as well. So if you have your company car,
wow,
you can just flip it around and it will recognize that it's actually Damien charging the car.
Yep.
Yeah. Or you can have your own user profile in here, access with your PIN. So the fleet manager, charge point operator using my Wallbox portal, it's a free business backend. Can control all the network of chargers and basically know how much energy you've been using. So they can reimburse, say, an employee from the fleet for the electricity that they've been using at home.
And do you have pricing on these at the show, or is it something you inquire to get the price on?
I can give you like a recommended retailer price, you know, starting with Pulsar Plus at 7.4 kilowatts from 1,500 Australian dollars. All the way up to around 2,500 for the Commander 2 in 22 kilowatts.
Awesome. All right, Xavier, thanks very much for showing us through.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All the
David.
best. Okay, so we're here at EV Stealth in the expo. You'd know these guys from all of my videos, my Tesla Model Y, towing, putting the tow bar on, you name it, it all stems from EV Stealth. I'm here with Michael Hewer, and Michael, can you tell us a bit about your company?
Certainly, thanks for having me, Damien. Look, we're EV Stealth, we're based in Sydney, but we've got a presence all around the States and around Australia. We now expanded into a lot of the EV makes, from the BYDs, the Nissans, you know, the Tesla Model Ys, all the iterations from that. And we are the leading tow bar suppliers and manufacturers now in Australia. You know, all our products are basically the Stealth, I guess, brand is in essence really applicable to the EV makes, in a sense where it's a completely hidden design, hitch and tow bar system. So basically all our installation happens behind the bumper or in the chassis or under the car itself. We use a vertical hitch system basically that comes under the car, so there's no bumper cutout like a lot of the other makes. Yeah, so look, we also have a live fitting that's going on at the outside as part of the expo right now, so fingers crossed everything goes well. We've got a network of installers all around Australia now that are our approved installers, so we don't just partner with anyone and everyone. We want to make sure that our fitting partners, one, are very comfortable with the EVs, but also have a very good reputation in the business to give the customers a full peace of mind that they're getting an end-to-end solution with us.
All right, Michael, thanks very much for your time. Look forward to seeing your expansion into the future and what's to come.
Thanks, Damo. Thanks for having me.
Okay, I'm here with Peter from EV Automotive, looking at the Skywell vehicles. Peter, can you tell us a bit about them?
Yeah, sure. The Skywell EC11s that we have here on display, we have contracted Skywell to actually build these vehicles on our behalf as a right-hand drive vehicle to very specific Australian standards for sale in our country.
So you've got 4 different models on the lineup?
We've got 4 different models in the lineup. We've got the basic cargo van and also a crew van. So one's directed at last mile deliveries, and the crew van is really for community transport, disability, aged care, pubs, clubs, basically moving people around. We're working on 2 more which are in a lighter commercial or light truck and light cargo van. That's the EC1 and EC2.
And so in regards to charging, how do these vehicles charge?
They utilise CCS Type 2 charging, which is international standard. AC/DC, it comes with a little granny charger, and you can use anything up to 22 kilowatts AC or even use any of the rapid chargers. It'll all be compatible.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Peter.
No worries. Appreciate your time.
Cheers.
Attitude, everyone we've spoken to was really positive, really interested in all the topics we were discussing. And what I always want to remind myself is why we're doing this.
Okay guys, well I'm here with Tesla Tom from Ludicrous Feed. If you haven't checked him out already, he's got an awesome channel, all things Tesla and EV. And I'm curious, Tom, what's your favourite exhibit here at Fully Charged?
Oh man, that's a tough question. Gosh, I'm going to have to name drop now, but look, there's so many good stands here. The BYD next to us is pretty impressive. I'm enjoying the MG behind us too. And seeing some new players, I suppose, relatively, like BP Pulse, Ampulse here as well, putting electric vehicle chargers in petrol stations, a whole bunch of charging solutions as well, which is great, and just seeing the cars, right? We're here for cars, and yeah, very happy to see all the different types of EVs here.
Awesome. Thanks very much for your time. All the best for the show.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with Josh from Electro Nordic, having a look at the Waveflyer. Josh, could you tell us a bit about this?
Sure, so the Waveflyer is an actively stabilised electric hydrofoil watercraft that uses the Wave Drive, our twin thrust 4 control surface propulsion system that retracts up into the hull. And when you've deployed it, you can take off and fly over the waves, cutting through the chopped like butter.
And so can you drive it with it completely retracted as well?
With it retracted, you see this little cutouts here, that allows us to operate like a conventional boat, but it uses 4 times as much energy when it's on the hull than when it's broken free.
Wow.
So it's 4 times the range and double the speed.
And is there any options to charge while you're on the water?
Definitely. It's actually designed to fast charge here. The full power, as long as it's sitting in the water, because the water is a heat sink for the fast charging. Out of the water, you can only charge about half as fast.
Awesome. Thanks for showing us through this boat.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I'm here with Behiad from the Electric Vehicle Council. Behiad, would you like to tell us a bit about what you guys do?
Yeah, so we're the peak body for the electric vehicle sector in Australia. So that means things like helping educate the industry about the opportunities that electric vehicles provide, working with governments to get good policies in place. Really our big aim is to try to accelerate the market for electric vehicles. And our big policy objective, as you can see behind us, is to get 1 million EVs on the road by 2027.
All right, Behiad, thanks very much. I'd love to see your progress in the future.
Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Cheers. Okay, I'm here with Andrew from EVX. They've got a heap of public charging solutions, a heap of different solutions, a heap of different designs. Andrew, do you want to show us through some of them?
Thanks very much. Yeah, so we have a number of solutions here specifically focused on public domain curbside applications that are designed to be inherently quite robust in terms of how they last out in public, but also how they're potentially going to be used out in the public sphere. We divide that between subterranean active infrastructure and for overhead power infrastructure as well. Our pole charger serves to bring power down from the overhead power supply and utilise existing power pole infrastructure to be mounted on. Can be commissioned inside of 4 hours and is really, really low impact.
And I'm going to throw a curveball at you here. I'm from South Australia where we have Stovey poles and not round timber poles. Is there an option for some of your chargers to mount to something like a Stovey pole?
Yeah, absolutely. So the mounting mechanisms that we've designed are for the full range of poles, material types, concrete, steel, etc. So provided it is a pole of some kind, we'll be able to get the unit on there.
So I presume we're just going to pull up, you'll have your app and then you'll open it up and select the number that's on the pole and start charging?
Correct.
Awesome. And so what about this one to the left here?
This one here is the limper. It's going to be really useful for car park applications where you've got a physical structure that you can mount it to. It's made of recycled tyres, very, very robust.
Wow.
And yeah, designed to last the elements.
And in regards to charging capability, what kilowatts are they? What kilowatts can they do?
So the full range is 7 to 22 kilowatts.
Wow. Okay. So it's basically, I presume, a 7 kilowatt being a single phase, and then the 22 kilowatt being a 3-phase charge. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thanks very much for showing us through.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm here with Michael from LDV. They've got 3 new EVs in the range. Michael, can you tell us about them?
Look, we're pretty fortunate. Right behind us is Australia's first electric ute.
Wow.
None other in Australia.
That's crazy.
It's always exciting having that little first mover advantage.
Yeah, I can't believe that's a first ute. That's astounding.
It's a little bit different.
And so what about over here? You've got a full people mover as well.
Yes, that's basically Australia's first 7-seat people mover. It's called the Me for 9. It's actually designed as an electric vehicle first. We're fortunate to have a petrol version as well.
And then finally you've got, what do you call that, a courier van?
This is actually, believe it or not, in the diesel variant, this is Australia's most popular large selling van. Actually outsold the Sprinter last year. But we're fortunate to have an electric version, 88 kilowatt battery, around about 280 to 300 kilometres worth of range. Comes in a cab chassis as well, and that's also, stirring the EV pot, and we're pretty excited.
And so all 3 of these vehicles are available now?
All 3 of the vehicles are available for sale. They have been since November, and we're pretty excited about that, and it's actually doing a lot for LDV and Energica Australia, who distributes them.
Awesome. Michael, thanks very much for showing us
All
through.
right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Too easy. Okay, I'm here with Ross from British Off-Road, and they've got this Volkswagen Combi behind me, which has been fully electrified. Ross, can you tell us a bit about this?
Yeah, well, obviously this is a beautiful example of a classic Combi. We wanted to make it electric, reliable, drivable, so it's been converted to what is really a low voltage system, a 100 volt nominal system.
Yeah.
Has 53 kilowatt hours of battery in it, so it gives you a good amount of range for driving it down the beach, taking it for a weekend drive.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have a conversion business. We can convert anything to from new to old. We've done brand new vehicles, back to the classics, convert into electric, really to a customer specification. What sort of power, what sort of battery pack they want, and range, and you know, any sort of features they want, whether it's fast charging or just normal charging. There's a lot of variety in there, but we specialise in converting.
And whereabouts are you guys based?
So we're based on the Sunshine Coast.
Yep.
So Queensland-based company.
And so can you convert to electric cars that aren't necessarily from Queensland?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can bring cars up.
Yeah.
We're used to getting cars transported to us. So,
yeah, awesome.
So we bring them up, do the conversion on site, do all our testing, and then they can send it back.
This thing looks absolutely beautiful. Thanks very much for showing us through.
No worries.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with Ben from Zen Motorcycles. We're looking at their Energica. They've got 4 bikes behind us. Ben, do you want to tell us a bit about them?
Yeah, so basically Energica is an Italian motorcycle company, fully electric obviously. They all put out impressive sort of power. Top of the line puts out almost 200 newton meters of power, so it's a lot of effortless instant power under your throttle there. So
that's awesome. And so in regards to charging, I presume you're just talking about a standard power point because they've got a small battery?
So we got there's option for a quick charger and then just your normal 240 volt.
Yep.
Fast charging's in half an hour, 30 minutes thereabouts.
Which for the most part you won't need.
And you get pretty good range out of them. You might get, averagely you get about 270, 280 kilometres on them.
So there's near no need for a fast charge.
Exactly.
You get plenty of riding out of it.
You got the engine braking and the regenerative charging and that. So yeah,
that's so interesting.
It's actually pretty good.
So I've got a Tesla Model Y and that has regen braking in it. But I can't imagine how different it must be to ride a motorbike that has regen in it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why it's always hard to say. People always ask the range of it, but I mean, it all comes down to the rider's style, where you ride in, all that sort of stuff.
So can you adjust the regen?
You can most definitely, yeah. It's quite impressive the response of like each different modes you can do on it.
So assuming that the regen's really heavy, this is coming from, I love motorbikes as well. Assuming the regen's really heavy, I'm thinking of me like backing down gears. Sometimes I lock up the rear tyre. How aggressive can it get?
I guess it depends how fast you're going at the time, I guess, but it's very responsive. I mean, and you can set it, which is a great aspect of it too. So,
awesome. We'll have to jump on one day for sure.
100%.
Too easy. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Superpower entered the national lexicon about a decade ago, and it was a clever way to fight the last culture war.
Okay guys, well that's it for the Fully Charged live show here in Sydney at the ICC, Sydney, Australia. We've seen so many awesome things, there's been so many cool and unique products, and the best part is there's still 5 more shows. You've got South UK, North UK, across to Canada, down to America, and then all the way across into Europe. And the best part is that every single show will have its own unique exhibitors. So every single show is going to be unique. I absolutely love this. This has been the best show I've gone to in Australia for a long time. I'm really looking forward to when it comes back. If you do get an opportunity to head into your local one when it comes to you, definitely jump on it because this is absolutely awesome. All right guys, thanks for watching.